3, 2, 1, go!
On our topic today, Hushpuppi Arrested, we will show you exclusive video of how Hushpuppi was arrested by FBI. Also, we will show you
People should stay away from these protests. It's clear that we're in the middle of a public health crisis, so it's not safe for them, it's not safe for the people around them. Secondly, we do have
no public transport, no private transportation. There's a curfew beginning at 7 p.m. and ending at 6:30. So even if there might be a virus, it's certainly being given. Came into the country, we closed the international airport. There have been serious controls at all borders. So there's been a lot of effort spent on making sure.
Before, I don't know, say I could put me plenty picking before to go. Now God will give me.
Around the globe. The Islamic group Boko Haram is thought to be responsible for an attack upon a Nigerian village that has left at least 81 people dead. The fatal raid upon the village of Faduma.
3 young Zimbabwean opposition activists were charged on Friday after being accused of faking their abduction. MP Joanna Mama.
Tonight, President Trump revealing one aspect of police reform he might support, signaling he's open to a ban on officers using chokeholds, but also voicing reservations.
Welcome back to Messy Broken English. My people, now welcome. This one is Messy Broken English. In case you never hear of Messy Broken English before, now Messy Broken English be this. And if now your first time say you dey join Messy Broken English, I beg, don't forget to subscribe and also put the notification bell on, because now that notification bell, now you go to know when Messy Broken English don't upload. So now I just want to use this opportunity to tell everybody thank you when they watch right now. And like the people when they say they watch Messy Broken English a lot, you know, say I like to appreciate my followers. And I want to call all the people when they say they watch Messy Broken English for 1 month ago. And the name of the people, the long way. So what I want to, I not just want to put all one time. I want to share them in between the whole video. So that means say when you watch one video, after one video, or 2 shout outs before one video, 2 shout outs before another video, 2 shout outs before another video. So now the way I want to do it, so that the Messy Broken English news no go dey boring to people when they watch it. So what do you not think? That's what I want to do. So the next one at Tina Life TV. I just want to tell you thank you for always saying me they come my channel, you they support me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tina Life. And wanna subscribe to Tina Life TV. And I just want to use this opportunity to congratulate Tina Life TV. We don't reach 1,000 subscribers last week. Yes, I think, or during this week like that, or maybe on Monday or something like that. Tina Life TV celebrates our 1,000 subscribers. Yay! So anyone when be say never reach 1,000 subscribers, I also wish for that day to come when you go to celebrate also. Even me also, I never reach because I just start 1 month ago. So I did pray for that day also to come. So you know, say when person they live or person upload video, if I say, especially when be say it dey YouTube, una no need to just pass the person, una go still check on the person, you know, subscribe to the person, and also me you still promote the person, because like that, what if ordinary people will not get YouTube, no they come watch your video? Like we when be say we get YouTube channel, if I say me we dey support each other, like now anytime you leave message for my YouTube, for my page, I will always come check you up with the message when you leave. So may not be say you will just see person when they YouTube because say na jealousy, you don't want leave message to the person, or you don't want subscribe to the person, you don't want promote the person. Now all of us when they for YouTube will be one family. So if I say maybe they support each other. So the next person when be say I will call. So the next one are Grace for Living. So this all these people when be say I dey call their name. Now people when be say they don't already comment for my channel, when don't already they follow me from the beginning, from the one of Mercy Broken English. So now the people now they appreciate. So Grace for Mercy Living, I just want to tell you thank you also when you take join Mercy Broken. I don't know why this year they always they call you Grace of Mercy Living. Well, you like say the name fit you sha, but your name na Grace for Living. And they always they talk, and not be say I dey by the talk now just automatic. That Grace for Mercy Living when I first call now automatic. Sorry guys, her name na Grace for Living. And they always they won't change her, but I beg no verse. So Mona try to follow her because she always did there from the one they follow me. Let me say Mercy Broken English don't already start 1 month ago, but she did always did there. They support me. Mona check her out. So may I say the next one. The next one also Grace of Mercy Living. Thank you also. Like I say, Mona check her out. Eh? Grace for Living. God help me. I don't know why. Everything get reason. Sorry, say I always put Mercy for your name. But now Grace for Living. Mona check her out. Africa Channel. Because I won't just call this name fast. Africa Channel. Africa News Today. Also leave message. That is you don't follow me from day one also. I just want to say thank you for passing by, and also for the comments when you don't leave for Mercy Broken English. And also Nolly Kids Movie. Also they always they watch Mercy Broken English. I just want to appreciate you also. Also Oduro Gloria also don't see they follow me right from the one also. In case you don't know who Oduro Gloria be, wanna check her out, and I go see whether she get video, and I still subscribe to her channel. And Alice family also, they don't still leave comment for the second time. And also Alice family, they celebrate also our 1K. She first celebrate 500 subscribers, I think 2 weeks ago, but automatic she don't reach 1K. So congratulations to Alice family. Really happy for you. And also you just new start also, and God don't already they bless you. You don't already they boom. So anybody will not know who she be, now concerning family channel, and she they do. Wanna still check her. Thank you for your patience when I get to listen to all these messages when I they call. I really appreciate. And also, if you like to, in case you don't hear your name, you need to watch further so that you go fit hear your name. I understand say they boring, but just get patience here. So maybe we'll continue with the news. So before I go start the news again, I know say I like talk over. I be talk at you. So I want show now this my earring, and also this my necklace. What you not think concerning the earring now? This earring and this necklace now my favorite. My daughter Gloria, they always tell me, you won't wear this earring again, but you don't wear it. No mind. I still say, I fit wear this earring for all my video. Shame not they catch me. Why? Because I like the earring and I like the necklace. You see the earring now, you see the necklace, you see it gets also ring, and it gets also handchain. I think they call her handchain or bangle, anyone you call her. So I like her way. Now one of my favorite earring. Now I don't wear, so I say me I show now. And waiting I think for this my outfit for Mercy Broken English. Tell me if you like and leave comment below. So then we go to the next video. So this video when be say I want show now, it concerning this protest when be say they concerning they go on all over the world for judge. You know say now they wait till the internet when they rain now. So now the news when they around now, they when they go on now they tell now. And also people they verse say the way that they take riot, say they protest, that they fight, that they also they beat police, they fight police all over the world, and it not really look okay. And I make them they make this video. So now the video will be say that they show concerning this anti-racist protests. Now I won't show now. So wanna watch the video, wanna see for myself.
Our headlines today. Britain's top police officer tells protesters on all sides to stay away from the streets of the capital this weekend ahead of more planned demonstrations.
Please express your voice in a different way and don't come physically to the streets of London.
Support bubbles come into effect across England today, reuniting friends and family who were cut off during lockdown.
No footguards, no carriage ride, no flypast. How the Queen's official birthday will be a socially distanced celebration this year.
UK TV is to bring back the Fawlty Towers episode The Germans, saying the viewers will be warned about its content.
Good morning. No players' names on their shirts when the Premier League returns. Instead, the Premier League announces the shirts will carry the message Black Lives Matters, one of the ways players will be showing their support for the movement in the first round of games.
Good morning. It's warm and it's humid for many of us this weekend with some sunshine and a few torrential downpours, not for all, but in some areas it could be quite cold and grey. I'll fill you in on the details in around 15 minutes.
Good morning. It's Saturday the 13th of June. Our top story today. People planning to take part in protests in London have been told that they must be off the streets by 5 o'clock this afternoon.
The Metropolitan Police says it's put conditions in place which apply to all demonstrators, including left and right-wing groups that have notified the authorities of their intention to rally. Senior officers have again urged people to stay away while coronavirus rules remain in place. Sean Dilley has more.
London's Metropolitan Police is gearing up for more protests on the streets of the capital today, 2.5 weeks after the death of George Floyd in police custody in Minneapolis. Britain's most senior police officer is urging people to stay at home.
I think people should stay away from these protests. It's clear that we're in the middle of a public health crisis, so it's not safe for them, it's not safe for the people around them. Secondly, we do have information that people are intent on coming to cause violence and confrontation. Of course, we will do everything we can to prevent violence and disorder.
Senior officers have authorised special powers to restrict the locations of protests. All gatherings must end at 5 p.m. The measures come a week after tens of thousands gathered around the UK, a minority turned violent. In London, 27 police officers were hurt. Statues were targeted in Bristol and in the capital. This weekend, the cenotaph and a statue of Britain's wartime Prime Minister were hidden from view.
What's happened with these demonstrations is that a tiny minority, or actually a growing minority unfortunately, have hijacked them, and they are using them as a pretext to attack the police, to cause violence and to cause damage to public property.
Police say they understand the depth of feeling ahead of planned protests, but they say people should, on public health grounds, find other ways to make their voice heard. Sean Dilley, BBC News.
The government's scientific advisers, SAGE, have suggested there is wiggle room for relaxing the 2-metre social distancing measures in England.
Boris Johnson has faced increasing pressure from his own MPs and the hospitality industry, especially, to allow people to be closer together to help.
One is to attack it directly. The other is to have someone who is patently a figure of fun speak up on behalf of that behaviour. So that seems to have hit home, and UK TV.
They fight police, they want fight each other, they destroy images like statues, a lot of things then when they go on concerning this judge. So wanna tell me what you think concerning this issue, leave your comments so that I will get to una back or Ephesians. So leave comments. So when you leave comments, I will appreciate your name. So the next go take stop to appreciate una. Without una grace, messy broken English no go exist. Thank you for that. Joe Carlo, I just want to say thank you for this powerful message when you don't leave for messy broken English. And in case you don't know who Joe Carlo be, make una check her out, make una subscribe to Joe Carlo. Joe Carlo, I appreciate you. This one a messy broken English. Welcome to Messy Broken English, and thank you. Say you they watch Messy Broken English. So this other news when we say I want show now, they talk about Trump, and Trump say he get plan to retrain these police officers so that they will feel behave well in case if they're there for duty. So now I play the video, now watch, and the video be this.
Tonight, President Trump revealing one aspect of police reform he might support, signaling he's open to a ban on officers using chokeholds, but also voicing reservations in a Fox News interview.
I think the concept of chokehold sounds so innocent, so perfect, and then you realize if it's a one-on-one, now if it's two-on-one, that's a little bit of a different story, depending. But if a police officer is in a bad scuffle and he's got somebody.
Well, if it's a one-on-one fight for the life.
Yeah, and that does happen. And that does happen.
But in
so you have to be careful. With that being said, it would be, I think, a very good thing that, generally speaking, it should be ended.
The president saying he's close to finalizing an executive order that would improve police training, but has yet to offer specifics. And he was asked what he would say to protesters about George Floyd's death.
I think it's a shame. I think it's a disgrace, and it's got to stop. At the same time, you also know that we have incredible people in law enforcement, and we have to cherish them and take care of them. And we can't let something like this, where you have a bad apple, go out and, destroy the image of of millions of people that take really good care of us.
The president is grappling with how to address the concerns of protesters, with some advisors telling NBC News they're worried he is only focused on his base. The president at times heard saying of the protesters, "These aren't my voters," according to 3 people familiar with the comments. Responding to our report, a White House official saying, quote, "The president doesn't see the protesters as directly about him," which is accurate. It's a result of decades of racism in our country. Meanwhile, after criticism of his upcoming rally in Tulsa on the anniversary of the end of slavery, the president says the date was not chosen on purpose.
It wasn't done for that reason, but it's an interesting date, but it's a celebration.
Later, touting his record, invoking Abraham Lincoln.
I think I've done more for the black community than any other president, and let's take a pass on Abraham Lincoln, because he did good, although it's always questionable. In other words, the end result.
Well, we are free, Mr. President.
But we
you
are
did
free.
pretty well.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, no,
so
I
I'm
get
going to take a pass on honest Abe, as we call it.
But you say you've done more than anybody.
Well, look, criminal justice reform. Nobody else could have done it. I did it.
And tonight, the RNC announcing it's moving the Republican convention to Jacksonville. The president pulled the event from Charlotte, where the governor had required social distancing guidelines.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.
So now when I don't watch the video, what do you think concerning what Trump talk? I say he wants to reform executive orders so that people, they will fit to train the police, then so that they won't behave well concerning people. When I leave in a comments concerning what Trump talk. Marvelous Sweet 411. Thank you so much for say you pass message broken English. You can subscribe. You can always they watch and they take your time no matter what. Say I always they talk say people when be say they watch my channel anytime. I fit also do shout out. I fit appreciate you now. So no matter how long it take, people when they come watch news, Mona get patient. The news will come soon. Thank you. Mona subscribe to Marvelous Sweet 411 channel in case you don't know who he be, and the channel be this. Mona check her out. And Tasha Eliana, not Savage. So she done already also come my channel, come leave message, come appreciate me, also come leave her also support, and I appreciate you say you come my channel. And she also now one YouTuber, now fit check her channel or she dey preach the word of God, she dey talk encourage. They encourage people. Sometimes when I go her channel, I dey watch, I dey like to listen because the word when they come out from her mouth is very encouraging. So in case you don't know her, she dey talk mostly concerning the word of God, and also she dey give advice to people. And you know, check her out. I get this special video with I want show now. I think call them special because you'll see how those people they fight, they blow themselves for this deputy speaker for Kaduna, and the video will be this morning. I watch. Imagine when they fight, they disgrace themselves. They don't even get shame at all. For Europe, I know say all those kind of things they happen. No matter how they want elect people or they won't put them for their position, they don't need to say me. They just they fight, they disgrace themselves like that for public. Mona leave una comment, mona talk with una think concerning this video. This other video they talk concerning Zimbabwe. Say you guys 3 women when be say they be kidnapped them and also having an adoption them or adoption. I don't know what it means. So and also they abuse these women then. So I get the video when this I want show now concerning Zimbabwe and the video with this man watch.
3 young Zimbabwean opposition activists were charged on Friday after being accused of faking their abduction. MP Joanna Mamombe and 2 other members of the Movement for Democratic Change Party, Netsai Marova and Cecilia Chimbiri, could face up to 20 years in prison. The 3 were last month admitted to hospital with various injuries and alleged police had subjected at least one of them to serious sexual violence after they went missing for nearly 48 hours.
We're facing 3 allegations, 2 of making false statements prejudicial to the state, and 1 for attempting to defeat the cause of justice, charges which they are denying. So when they were placed on remand, we then applied for bail on their behalf, which the state was opposing.
Mamombe, Marova and Chimbiri went missing on 13 May in the capital Harare during a demonstration organized by their MDC party. United Nations experts recently spoke out against a reported pattern of disappearances and torture by government agents. However, Home Affairs Minister Kazembe has said the alleged abductions had been fabricated and were part of a wider plot to destabilize President Emerson Mnangagwa's government.
So now here, the time when we say these 3 women be missed, they demonstrate concerning MDC party. So they say whether or not the government now adopt them, but they deny them. Now here we happen concerning this Zimbabwe with 3 women. And also, it's like maybe they be abused or something like that. Well, Mona tell me what you think concerning this Zimbabwe issue. This other video, they concerning Boko Haram. They say you don't kill 81 people when you don't attack some Christian pastor and pregnant wife. When they die, he attack them for village. So, now the video I want to show, Mona watch.
Colleagues, the Senate notes with great sadness and shock the killing of over 90 persons, which includes women and children, when Boko Haram insurgents attacked Podmakolum village of Gubio local government, Borno State on Tuesday, 9 June 2020. Alarmed by the resurgence of senseless killings by the insurgents in recent weeks, similar attacks had occurred in just less than 3 weeks. 1. 17 people killed in Gajigana, Magumeri local government on 17th May 2020. 2. 33 people killed in Ganze local government on 22nd May 2020. These attacks have rendered so many homeless and also left over 50 persons critically wounded and are receiving medical attention. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, these attacks are becoming very worrisome in view of the fact that the Nigerian Armed Forces recently started recording successes in the fight against insurgency. Further alarmed that these attacks, which have led to the massacre of hundreds of people, also includes other heinous acts such as cattle rustling, kidnapping and adoption, and forceful displacement of people from their ancestral communities. Senate is also concerned that with the coming of the rains and farming season, the land is terribly insecure and with marauding insurgents at bay. The consequences of food shortage can better be imagined. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, we have been grieving and crying for far too long. There is an urgent need to draw the attention of the federal government, the armed forces, and relevant security agencies to devise other means or strategy in tackling this horrible and tragic menace. I must commend the efforts of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, for his proactive stance. Upon hearing the tragic news on Tuesday night, the governor left Maiduguri at 6 a.m. to visit the scene of the attack. He also offered a change in strategy for the armed forces to carry out a massive operation in and around the Lake Chad shores. Accordingly, the Senate resolves to 1. Urge the federal government to direct as a matter of urgency the Nigerian Armed Forces and relevant security agencies to beef up personnel and equipment deployment to critical areas, especially in and around the Lake Chad shores, in order to flush out the insurgents. 2. Urge the federal government to direct National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the Northeast Development Commission, NEDC, to immediately send relief materials to the victims of these attacks. 3. Urge the federal government to immediately begin the implementation of the recommendations of the report of the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on Nigeria's Security Challenges, need to restructure, review, and reorganize the current security architecture as a way of addressing the nation's current security challenges. 4. Observe a 1-minute silence in honor of those who lost their lives in these unfortunate attacks. I so move, Mr. President, and distinguished
Senator Kabir.
So they say 7 people be injured and 13 people they be kidnapped them. That means Boko Haram kidnapped 13 people. It really is sad for what they happen for Nigeria, like concerning this Boko Haram issue. When we say the government they do anything concerning this issue, well, wanna tell me what you think concerning this Boko Haram problem. So this other video they talk about one 8-year-old girl when we say they killed for 2 years ago. So they won't sentence the people when we say they killed the girl to death. Now the video be this morning. Watch.
Follows the trial was at the court today and now reports.
Losing a child is every parent's nightmare, but the death of 8-year-old Chikam Someso not only devastated her family, it also sent shivers down the spine of everyone who heard about it. She was drugged, sexually abused, killed and her vital parts harvested for money-making ritual by her uncle and neighbor in his room in Port Harcourt. The defendant, Ifeanyi Chukwu Dike, ran out of luck and was accosted while attempting to dispose of the corpse. Upon interrogation, he made confessional statements implicating a second defendant, Ugochukwu Inwamiro, as the man who contracted him for the job. The third suspect, a dismissed police officer, John Bosco, was later added to the list of defendants after the suspect escaped from custody 24 hours after his arrest. After a month-long manhunt, the prime suspect was later rearrested in Jos, Plateau State. The first two defendants are now to die by hanging, while the former police sergeant accused of criminal negligence is to serve 1 more year in prison. Wife of the second defendant burst into tears and screamed after her husband and father of one was sentenced to death. She insists her husband is innocent.
It was an incident that everybody who had it in this country, particularly in this state, wanted justice immediately. Said, why didn't they kill them for what they did to the young girl? But that is not how the law operates. Today, justice has been done.
The court today has given its judgment, and the judgment of the court at all times remains supreme. It is the wisdom of the court which has been well condensed, upon which today the court has found its position, which remains the truth.
One, he said, the second defendant did not send him. The court never bothered to look at it. He looked at that, he said he sent him. It is not the law. That where the moment evidence is conflicting, the court ought to reject the totality of the evidence. The court cannot pick one and leave the one that it doesn't like.
To capture this guy, this is fine. This is the father of late Chikamso in 2017 demanding justice. For him and his family, that justice has now been served. But this is not the end of the matter, as defense counsels have declared their intentions to approach the appeal court to challenge this judgment. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
So now you're waiting they talk and they say they be killed this girl for ritual purpose. So you know now when you talk ritual, they say they won't use the girl to do juju. So now waiting they make them kidnap the girl, kill the girl. But now they won't sentence the two people when they say they kill the girl. So that's what I think concerning this issue. And that one is still good news. Say the person won't pay a crime for what he do to those for the girl when he die. When I talk with you, I think concerning this issue. So this other video, they talk about a woman when they say she gets 7 children, and she they cry say she need job so that she go fit take care of the 7 children. Now the video with this one I watch.
Before, I don't know, say I could born plenty pikin before to born. Now God to give me.
I live for this one room with, you get 2 other children, I
2 children.
That's 9 of you. 9.
Yes.
How will I sleep for night?
Mama. They manage now. That was where I rent before. That landlord where they did. What thing they do for me no good.
Like waiting.
We don't drink your gogoro. That before why I born this girl for that housing. I sick. That one, that.
Madam, how now?
Fine, sir.
How you dey?
I dey fine.
How work?
I no get work.
No get work?
Yes.
Why?
I dey sell cream before to go now. Money no dey.
Which kind of cream you dey sell?
Cream and they take rub body.
Yes. And for where you dey sell am before?
I dey waka. I can't waka.
Dey hawk?
Yes.
But why you stop?
Because of money. Yes, sir.
Take care of the boy. Take care of the child. Okay, so you and your family they live for this place together. Since when you don't live for this place?
2 years. 2 years now.
2 years.
Yes.
Where did they live before?
Akuchodo. Yes, sir.
Why you come to live for this place with all your family?
That was where I rent before. That landlord where they there. What thing they do for me no good.
Like waiting.
We don't drink your gogoro. That before, when I born this girl for that housing, I sick. That man, no, that house no good.
No good.
Yes, sir.
How old be this your children? Which one old pass for you? How old is this?
7 years now.
What of this one?
9 years.
9 years.
Yes, sir.
What of this girl?
5 years, sir. 5 years.
And this boy?
Yes.
How old is this one?
This girl, 2 years now.
Again?
Again.
2 years now?
Yes.
How about this one?
This one, 2 months.
2 months?
Yes.
What of your husband?
Husband don't go work.
Which work husband?
Mechanic.
Mechanic?
Yes.
So now they live for this one room with, you get 2 other children, Abi?
2 children.
That's 9 of you? 9.
9, yes.
How will you sleep for night?
Mama. I manage now. I manage sleep now.
But you like to get plenty children like this?
Before, I don't know say I could born plenty picking before so born. Now God will give me.
How many you plan to born before?
We have 4, sir. 4.
4.
Yes.
So God can't add 3. I mean, you add 3.
I God do.
I God other.
Yes, sir.
No be you.
Now me with God.
You and God plan now.
Yes.
So you go school at all? You get education at all? You go school?
I go school so now JS2. JS2 I did. I stop.
Why?
Mama. Because of my papa. My papa I get two wives. My mommy. My second wife with my papa. So one that one way my papa say that one no good. They give me wahala. Because of that, I no go school again.
But which kind of work you want to do now? If to say you get money, which kind of work you want to do?
If I get money, I go buy rice with spaghetti. I go sell.
After this one where you born now, if God still do another one, you know man.
I no born picking again. I no born picking again. That one where God will give me. You can see money to.
But you say now God they give you now. If God won't give you another one, you come.
Don't stop. I don't stop now. I don't stop.
Before you don't stop.
Yes.
So now
I don't stop.
Don't zero your mind. Say I need you again.
Yes.
Anytime when they born all these children, waiting your husband they talk. Anytime when you know say you don't get the leg again, how you do? How you waiting your husband they talk?
They talk anything.
You know vex say.
No face.
You happy like that?
Yes.
Say because my God down.
Yes.
Mama.
So they say your husband feel happy again, leave God down.
No. No. I don't go do another one. Yes.
What is your children? All of them they go school.
They go school. Not before. They don't go school. So but now they go school.
Why this boy they cry? See now boy. Girl.
Yes.
Why should they cry?
Mama.
Your husband a mechanic.
Yes.
Are you the sell cream before?
Yes. That money way my husband give me.
Oh, maybe you sell cream.
Now 50,000. Yes.
What you come happen to the money now?
Now because of no, my husband no see work. I ain't cause am.
So you the hawk cream before?
Yes.
Daddy.
But if you see money now, you no go buy, you no go sell cream.
I no sell cream again.
You no go sell cream again if you see.
Yeah, yes.
Why you no want sell cream?
No gain. Gain no day. We said before where they sell them, I dey see gains. But now where everything done, when Nigeria sir, I cause them. I no sell them. That time why they sell cream, I dey see money well. So but now, getting no day there. Getting no day there.
So, madam, how old are you?
Now, 32 years.
32?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
How old are you when you marry?
About 25 years. 25 years.
For your firstborn, old past this one.
Yes.
You never marry when you started this one.
I don't mind.
So now when I don't watch the video concerning this woman, I know it's not really easy for the woman with 7 children. And she says she need job. If anybody will be saying no this woman, I beg, this woman need job. Mona try give this woman a job. She says she would like to sell food stuff. And I believe say some of una will be say he get job fit help this woman so that she fit take care of the children. And also anybody will be say like to support this woman. Una fit still find this woman through the video. Make una support this woman because it's not really easy for her. You get this video when we say I want show now. You get this billionaire for Nigeria when they don't arrest for Dubai. They arrest them for Dubai. Say I take get money. Say they make fraud. So now the video I want show now. Make una watch.
On our topic today, Hushpuppi Arrested. We will show you exclusive video of how Hushpuppi was arrested by FBI. Also, we will show you the reason why he was arrested and also why he was taken to American prison. concerning this arrest. So please, if you are new to our channel, kindly click on the subscribe button you are seeing on your screen, and don't forget to press the bell icon button beside the subscribe button. It is free. We are number one on gist, rant, gossip, biography, celebrity lifestyle, and hidden facts you don't know about your Nigerian celebrity and also world celebrity. Please subscribe and enjoy the roller coaster with us. Back to the matter on full details on today's topic. If you use Instagram a lot, and not just to post your photos, but to see all things flashy and shiny, I bet you must have come across one very popular Instagram page belonging to Hushpuppi, Ray Hushpuppi. If you don't know what we are talking about, simply put, Ray Hushpuppi is a very popular Nigerian socialite, rich and influential, and of course Dubai based. In a recent post by some Nigerians, there are some issues going around about the socialist being arrested, but we are here to give you a full detail on what really happened. Hushpuppi, as you may already know, was reportedly picked up by the FBI while he was at his home in his expensive mansion on June 9th, 2020. Lost Entertainment Gist reported that Hushpuppi and his accomplice Woodbury ambushed a $35 million deal from an American state. This money is supposed to procure COVID-19 ventilators for patients suffering from the disease. The funds were promptly traced to Hushpuppi and some of his cohorts in Dubai. According to our inner sources in Dubai, the FBI agents are also in Nigeria at the moment to arrest other members of the syndicate that live in Nigeria. To this effect, some close friends of the flamboyant socialite have all gone into hiding. Let's watch an exclusive video of this arrest. Roll it! Also, Kemi Olunloye, a controversial investigative journalist, has given more details about the arrest of the Dubai-based Nigerian big boy, Ray Hushpuppi. She said, update, Woodbury and Hushpuppi implicated by the Secret Service in a Nigerian unemployment insurance scam named Scattered Canary. For those who don't know what it is, this is money the US government gives us monthly when we lose our jobs while we are looking for another. Somehow, the Nigerian ring cracked into the system and filed 174 plus fraudulent claims. Papers of COVID-19 stimulus payments gone. It is too elaborate. Only thing I can say is every day for the thieves, one day for the owner. It is a dark day in Nigeria. Hushpuppi and Woodbury, my neighbor, and others are on their way to America. I was also told that their properties have been sealed with warrants. For those who don't know Woodbury, let's show you an exclusive video of Woodbury and Hushpuppi when they bought their exclusive, expensive luxury car. Roll it.
If you are crazy. They say make I get gifts for you, sir. Hey, no, I don't say to you.
On the same case, some time ago, around 2015, Fino, a Nigerian musician and a local rapper in the eastern part of Nigeria, had to come up and say something about Hushpuppi. I'm very happy that Hushpuppi has been caught. A lot of young people wanted his level of questionable wealth. At least now they know where they are wrong and the consequences. If you think money was legit from this Hush guy, if you do, I have one cream to sell to you that enlarges your reasoning of sense so that you know that hard work is the only way that pays. Fraud is evil. That is what Fino had to post because of the issue he had with Hushpuppi around 2015 when Hush had to insult him saying that he has fake watch, he's living fake, he can't afford anything original. Even Ice Prince was on that table when Hushpuppi shake that table. Instead of them to fight back, they had to drop a hit song for him that time, featuring Timaya Olamide Fino. You guys know the song. That's not our major story for today. But right now, as I'm talking to you, Hushpuppi is in America to wait for a charge against fraud case on FBI and Interpol service. We pray that he comes out clean, that guilty must be convicted. That's what we know. Please don't hesitate to subscribe. It is free on this channel. We give it to you daily on the latest gist and news you all need to know. Please subscribe and enjoy all the trendy and juicy information we give to you daily on this channel. I still remember my humble self, Austin Lingos, your presenter on Lost Entertainment. Please stay safe, wash your hands. COVID-19 is real. Bye-bye.
So now don't watch the video. Now don't see how they arrest Hushpuppi for fraud. So most of them, when we say they rich, they be billionaire, person know they know how they get their money. Some of them they do fraud. Well, American people don't arrest this one and they don't jail. So when I think what you when I leave una comment talk with you, I think concerning this billionaire for Nigeria when they arrest for Dubai. My people, now the end of the video be this. You know, easy. I'll be done already tired. Me, I just stop now. And before I go end this video, I just want to appreciate everyone when you watch this messy broken English #9. May you tell me what you think concerning this messy broken English #9. And also, I go end out with my music when I sing messy broken English. Messy broken English. What you say? Messy broken English. I'm not sure now. When I watch. Bye-bye. Messy broken English. Messy broken English. Come on, wash. Come on, wash. Come on, wash. Come on, wash. Messy broken English. Messy broken English. Messy broken English. Come on, wash. Come on, wash. Come on, wash.